Hello. Um, so we're hopping on the bike right away because I forgot that if we're gonna do a 100-kilometer ride, that I have to start earlier. You know, I don't know how long I will be riding, so and if I missed dinner. Anyway, hi everyone. Hello. Dread, welcome in. Woody, congrats on first. You are fast. I saw that when I pressed like start streaming, it almost immediately popped up. So well done. Flaky, hi, welcome in as well. Congrats on second. Maluku, Rosie, welcome in as well. Hi Sushi, welcome. Asna, welcome. Asna, hello from work. How is it going over there? The work going? Totally wasn't lurking before knowing when I normally go live. I mean, I was supposed to go live earlier, but I've been procrastinating. So that's probably saying something about, well, stuff. It's okay. Okay, we're gonna go straight into the Zwift view because I need to start because otherwise we will. Well, okay, I don't like this music. What? Keep coming back to something like, I don't know. Let's go for well, but it's definitely not this. Let's too much. I like. All right. Zishi, I'm doing well. Well, I'm a bit tired, which probably has to do with having a. I may have done a little bit too much last week, so I'm a little tired. So maybe it's not even a good idea to do 100 kilometers, but I'm gonna probably. I was gonna say I'm probably gonna take it easy the rest of the week, but that's not true either because I will be doing a hopefully, fingers crossed, TT with a duo TT with Randy. See, we're gonna 4.5 hours. Okay, wait. So, okay, I guess we're gonna try. We're gonna try. I'm late, then. Yeah, flat road's better, but like, I thought it wouldn't be so long. But it's flat. I guess Sacred Blood. Well, Sacred Blood is I could go on for longer there. Art of Montmartre is a bit longer. I could also do the. You know what? We're gonna do the volcano circuit for 25 times then. That's two. That's probably then two. 2 in 1, right? Because that's like that. That's two. That's two. Then yes, exactly. Selvar, hi, Selvar. Welcome in. Is my IRL driving like driving in the clips? No comment. Actually, Gendo will tell you. Can't tell you. Hi Zoe. Hello. Welcome in. How are you? How's your wait? Have you already done the You're training for Worlds, right? World Triathlon. What's it called? Or am I? Right? When is that? Welcome in. You could have easily been on the bike until someone calls. Fair. And I need. Where's my remote? Here's my remote. Okay, so we're gonna do this. I think not on this bike. I think we are, well, how long do I still have for this? I mean, I could, but it's a lot slower, so I could probably, it's probably better to use the Scott. All right, we're gonna go with the Scott. Oh, it's very quiet, Asna. Yeah, okay. Well, that's good. It's not great if you have a lot to do when you're, you know, easing back into it. 10 p.m. in your house, pushing it with being on the bike. Really? Is it that loud? Working now, right. 70.3 Ironman World Championship in Nice. Oh, September 12th. Awesome. Sounds great. Okay, hang on. Okay, so the reason that I can't race today is because I got a new trainer. Yeah, you'd think that I could actually do a race, but it turns out that my brand new trainer has a firmware issue, which causes it to drop out at unexpected times. It screwed over one of my tiny races on Saturday, which I am slightly salty about. Okay, hang on. Going with the disc. What are the wakes? We'll go with the wakes. Disc wake. Okay, well. I mean, the wakes are cooler, aren't they? Okay. That. Guys, I want a different. I like the live one, so we're gonna go with that one. And that's it. We're gonna go. Am I? Okay. Actually, I forgot something. I forgot my gloves. Very sweaty hands. Look why they're kind of bored. Asna, but that's a good thing. Maybe. Oh, it's like bored when your ADHD is like painful, physically painful, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so 25 rounds of this. I think your chain and cassette need a better degrease and lubrication because it makes a bit more noise than when you first got it. Oh, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Maintenance is important. You feel your Zwift cog or the derailleur is rattling a lot. Oh, rattling is a very broad thing, I feel. Is the derailleur properly aligned with the Zwift cog, Asna? Does it like when you like cycle it basically manually with your hand? Does it look like it's going in a like that it aligns? That makes sense? I don't know if it makes sense. That would be my first question. But then again, you're at work, so it's hard to figure that out now, I guess. Yours over the border. Well, your trainer, you mean? Sorry, I forgot what we were talking about. To do, enjoy cooking. Enjoy, good to see you, welcome in. Why does my Zwift play a different music than mine? This is not Zwift music, this is music from Pretzel Rocks, which is a different program. Aggie, hello, welcome in. Oh, Ventop PR, yeah, no. But we are gonna do, hopefully, two, well, no, Ventop wouldn't be. We'll do vent up later, okay? We're gonna get 2 achievements today, hopefully. All right. Hang on. Boredom with ADD is not good. I keep having to repress your feelings of impulse buying stuff. Yeah, very understandable. Yeah, it's very annoying. If you're using Cog, try using the what? Stem 2? Oh, the same ring, or wait, the set to the what? Second ring? I don't know. That one, maybe. Yeah, that could work. Yeah, that makes the alignment better. Give me oil alignment, fine adjustment. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, on this train I don't have a Zwift cog. I just have a cassette, which is fine for me. But yeah, maybe slightly crooked. Okay. You meant the train? Yeah, no. That's on me. That's on me. It's sometimes hard to, like, I get so distracted every time, and then I have to like read back up on chat, and I forget what we were talking about. In my brain or something. Oh, it is an actual word, Aggie. Okay. I don't know. I don't know the word. What is that? What kind of ring? Zapata. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing? I've met gear showing up. Yeah. Do you have like Zwift clicks, Zoe? Zoe's spamming today. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's me starting to do your nails and preparing for the run outside. Super hot today. Yeah. How hot is it? Yeah. So if you have the Zwift clicks, well, in my case, I have the play controllers, but you know, most have the clicks. So they are the controllers for Zwift. If you don't have them, then I'm actually not sure. Maybe you can like change gears over here, right? I don't know. No, probably not. I guess that if you don't have the Zwift cog, then you don't have the clicks either. So you just like, I guess you just have a cassette on your trainer then, Zoe, right? So you just like physically shift instead of like shifting in game. Impulse buying? Never heard of it. Nope. To make a package of some overpriced bike cleaning stuff, you got it in impulse buy, right? Yeah. Yeah. That is something I totally don't recognize at all. At all. If you can change that gear because you think you broke something when setting up the bike for the trainer. Might be worth making a video of it, Asna. Or actually it would be useful if you can then put it in like a fitness channel, you know. You could like take a look with you. I'll do vent up after this? No, of course not. No. I don't need help anyway, buddy. It's fine. It's fine. No help needed. But no, vent up we're gonna do like another time. Today's just like the volcano circuit. Yeah, we're going for the badge, Sabana. Yeah. Hi, Spectre. Welcome in. Hello. I'm doing well. How are you? Oh, we're also saving up. This is also good because we're also saving up for the new time trial bike. Canyon something. It's the fastest one there is. Which I was gonna go, initially I was gonna go for the KDEX, but then the Canyon came out. And so screw the KDEX. We're gonna go for the Canyon. I think it is like 1,250,000 drops. So we're gonna have to, you know, it's gonna take a while still, but that's okay. I need a better TT bike for what the TTs I'm doing. 28 degrees on a watch, much hotter, right? Well, that's definitely hot for training and everything. Yeah. Watch usually, Garmin usually isn't really accurate. I'm not sure how often it updates, honestly. Yeah, so if you just use the cassette, then it doesn't know what what gear you're on. So this is just so I got a cassette on this one, just because it came with the order. But I removed all the cables, so I don't. Like, eventually I want to, like, I want to, I don't know, make the actual shifter shift in-game, like, make them sort of, like, maybe connect to Zwift, but I'm not sure if I can do that. If that's at all possible, but it's a fun challenge. But something for much later on. But yeah, I do have the controllers, the play controllers. I also still have the clicks, but they belong to the Jet Black Victory, or at least the cock on that one. But that one, the box is coming in coming in today, so that I can like send it back to Jet Black. They're gonna take a look at what's wrong with it, and then I will get it back, most likely. So no, I will definitely get it back, and then I'm gonna sell that one to make up for the cost of this one. But I really hope that I send a ticket to Woohoo because this is a V6, and yeah, so it has dropouts, and it doesn't work. In the sense of like, it's clear it's a firmware issue, and I've requested to be on the beta list for that, because apparently the firmware that's now in beta is the actual fix for it. So yeah, fingers crossed, because at the moment I cannot race or do like TT with Synergy, or like do anything kind of, I was supposed to do the TT with Randy today, but we postponed because of the dropout issues. It's very frustrating. Speedmax, yeah, thank you, yeah. Actually low on money for this month because of your impulse buying, yeah. Understandable. What time zone is another time? Well, that will be like the usual time, Aggie. So Monday, so today, I will usually start around 2 CEST, 2 p.m., which is 8 in the morning Eastern time, I think, on the East Coast. Hello, Alf. Is it Alf? Hi. Welcome in. How are you? Hello. Zoe, yes. Good luck on your training. Good luck on your training, and it was good to see you. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. You also seem to be buying stuff off as opposed to Elkin delivered to the pickup point close. So you were cute girl words. Ooh. Okay, okay. I want to stay posted on this, Asna. Can I subscribe to this newsletter? Yeah, CFR. Yeah. So 1,250,000 drops. Yeah. Hi Herbie. Hello. Welcome in. Yeah, it's annoying, but well, it's especially annoying because we bought this one in the first place, so because the other one had issues, right? And now buying a V6 didn't help the issue. Well, it didn't help those issues, but yeah, it's frustrating. It stresses me out a lot. More than it should, I guess, but yeah. You had firmware issues with yours. Do the updates for your phone app they took? From your laptop, not so much. Oh yeah, no, I don't have the laptop or like the computer software. I just have the Android version, so yeah. Oh, Aggie, I don't. It's whoosh. You know this, right? I wish. Not my wish, but there's wish. Cookie, hi, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Do I have aircon in there? No. Yeah. Oh, I can't see at the moment. I don't know how hot it is here, but it's fine. I'm okay. I can handle heat pretty well, so. Most of the bikes are 1 minute faster level 5 compared to level 1 with same effort. Wait, which bikes do you mean, Sabana? So right now I have the Scott. The Scott is level 5, which is for now faster than the Canyon, but you know. We'll, I'll level it up soon enough, I suppose. Well, that is when I actually get it. That's the first thing. Carlo, you don't. Hi, Carlo. I'm not gonna call out the other person. Oh, now I am. Hi, Bray. Hi, Bray. Welcome in. How are you? Good to see you. Hey, Carlo. Good to see you as well. Streams like not today, Cookie. Oh no. Are you here now, Cookie? I hope that you are. If not, can someone say hi to Cookie for me? Oh, okay. You did hear me. Okay, good. Nothing will happen. You're way too awkward for that. Asna. Never say never. No rush, right? As long as you're having fun, you're enjoying like seeing her every once in a while, that's perfect, right? No pressure. A bit tired, a bit meh. Otherwise okay. Over at a friend's place, cat and cat and house sitting. Nice. Oh, that's nice to have like a bit of a different place to be, right? Brain this morning was like, oh my god, did you close all the windows? Did you turn off all the necessary electricity switches? Did you unplug all the stuff? Did you? Went home for the morning to check, make sure. Right, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Sometimes that's just what's needed to calm down your brain, right? Nothing wrong with that. Hi, Bunny. Welcome in. How is it going? Flex your calves, exactly. those cycling calves, right? What I do to Gendo. And he does that to me as well. Look, the only reason that Gendo and I draft each other is so that we can enjoy the view. That was very funny. Okay, I should correct myself. The only reason I draft is for the view. Gendo also drafts because he doesn't want to ride in the wind. And he lets me take care of that. You already lost 1.5 kilos in only 2 weeks since starting your food program thing. Oh, nice! Well done! That's awesome, Cookie. I'm very glad that you are having like a bit of light in there, because I know how hard life is for you right now. And I'm very proud of you, Cookie. Very, very proud of you. All right. Actually, I wanted to do the Event Top group ride today, but it would be like an hour ago. It would start like an hour ago, and there's no, there's not another one for this week, because we're at the like, I think in 2.5 hours, the next, or like the weekly reset will. The week will reset in Zwift, or it will like roll over. So yeah, I'm not even sure like if there's another opportunity to get the jersey, because I do like the jersey, but then again, I don't care that much about like jerseys in the game, honestly, to really like be dead set on getting it, you know? Which is probably why I didn't get it in first place now. But Love always seems to invite drama despite not wanting it. Yeah. Life can be like that sometimes. New Tour de France route today? Yeah. Yeah, the ladies have started as well. Divas is so strong. She won twice in a row. Oh, sorry. Possibly spoilers. I'm not sure if everyone is like, you know, watched already, but everybody that wanted to. Woohoo, Super Troopers. Wait, what's that? Well, Alpha yesterday, another cat that runs the neighborhood came by yesterday. You were warned about a state, but nothing could have prepared you for the horrific sight. Aw, Cookie. I won't say more than that because it may upset folks. Right, you were crying that they would take him to the vet today. Oh. Is he like, what's it called? Does he not have an owner? Is he like, or a person? Cats don't really have owners, do they? Is he like a, is he a stray cat is what I mean. Stray. I'm so sorry that you had to witness that, Cookie. Maybe this is, yeah, definitely. And well deserved for her as well, because of what happened to the Giro, at the Giro for her, that she got like disqualified first thing because her bike was supposedly too light. Which may well be, but like that wasn't on her. So I'm really glad that she's you know, doing so well right now. It's a movie.
Salutations.
Huh. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. Wait, what kind of movie is it? Is it? It doesn't have anything to do with Wahoo, like, you know, the like, you know, the trainer brand, right? Does have owners, but apparently they're not great at the pet responsibility thing. Oh, that's so much worse. I hope that. Yikes. Really, really sad. Could have been told that they were taking him to the vet today, would have called animal abuse helpline. Yeah. Yeah, I would have too, probably. Yeah, that would have been a good thing. Glad someone else is on it, though. This stage just started, let's just say. First climb has been a challenge, really? Just a hooray instead? I don't get it. Whoosh, probably. I am very curious. Don't spoil for me though. I wanna look later, watch later. Hopefully, well, I will probably just, you know, watch highlights or something. I wanna freeze a little bit. Hurrah! Woohoo! Oh, is it? Oh, I still don't get it. That's the actual title of the movie, or? Oh, because it's like a similar, like, thing, Wahoo and Hooray, as in like. I feel very stupid now. Yippee! Okay, yeah. Oh, see, there we go. Drop out. Come on, man. Continue, please. Oh. Oh. Okay. My play controllers also stopped. Oh, that's probably because I couldn't change gears because there was no trainer to talk to. Annoying. Oh well. You're asleep as people were making noise in front of your bedroom. Oh. What the heck? Like in the middle of the night? In the middle of the night. Oh my god. Songs. I'm glad you don't have work to go to. Do you have the week off, or just off today? Hi Light, welcome in. How's it going? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Getting the exercise on. Yep. You need to be a little bit faster. I don't actually know just how many kilometers. Well, we're going to 100 anyway, so we're gonna do 100 kilometers, and then we'll definitely have the 25 volcano circuit rounds. So be good sheet there. You have this with your heart rate receiver as well. Really? Wait, receiver, you say? What do you mean by that? How do you connect your heart rate monitor to your Zwift? 5 a.m. counts as middle of the night, right? Yeah, for me it does, definitely. Still vacationing 2 more weeks. Oh! Sorry, I didn't even realize that you had vacation last week as well. Nice! I am glad to hear that. Went out for a ride today. Went to pick up some supplies, but the store was still closed. Oh, really? Annoying. That doesn't happen very often these days, right? Or like close as in for a vacation, or oh, use an ANT receiver, ANT plus, right? Yeah. Receive educational dropouts. See. Oh yeah, you have a uh, watch, right? I believe. So there's no Bluetooth on it, or? Definitely live. Definitely. Hope you are too. Sometimes look like you're flatlying during a ride. Yeah. Working too hard then, right? Aubrey! Hi! 10 weeks of cave. I really appreciate that. Hi, welcome in. Thank you for sharing that. You open at 9 a.m. Oh, you were not like at 8:30. I forget that you are a morning person. Well, not necessarily, but that you are awake very, very early in the morning. What's your favorite fruit? Ooh, question. Favorite fruit? Oh, I have so many fruits that I like. Cherry. Mine are cherry, I think. Oh, only ANT plus, right? Okay, okay. Hi, Pink Emma, welcome in. Use an app on an old phone with an ANT plus antenna to rebroadcast your watch. Your computer, right? Oh, I see. Oh, that's smart. I use my Forerunner as well so I have my Garmin Edge that receives data from the Polar from the HRM, and then I also send HRM data to my Forerunner, which that one then talks to Zwift. That's only because I want. God, seriously? It's so unpredictable as well. Hang on. Well, because the thing is, okay, so I thought that maybe the Wi-Fi was the issue, because there's a lot of Wi-Fi signals here in the building, so it made sense to me. But now I have direct connect, which goes through Ethernet. It's still having connection issues, which is why I know it's firmware, because a lot of other people with direct connect have the same issue. Oh no, you're allergic to Apple. Yikes. Alf, you bought the 570 yesterday. Ooh, exciting. Exciting. It's always fun to watch, or to, well, I don't like waiting, but you know, sometimes it can be fun to wait for an exciting thing like that. Oh yeah, what I wanted to say was I wanna have my intensity minutes, which it doesn't necessarily always do when I only use the Edge, because I think there's a priority issue there that sometimes it does the intensity minutes, sometimes it doesn't. And I think it's because it's also then like the Polar H10 is also connected to the PC. And it doesn't always pick them up. If that makes sense. Or, that's my theory, but I'm not even sure if that's the problem. So I just used the Forerunner as an in-between. Love a new Garmin, but they're so expensive. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Secondhand, they're also expensive. It's very annoying. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I had when I was looking for a new Forerunner, so there was this second-hand model that I wanted to buy, and it was sold as practically new, and barely a scratch and whatever, for a very, very high price. But they weren't very careful with their name. So I looked them up on Strava. Turns out that they were a triathlete. No, was it a triathlete or at least a marathon runner? And they had been heavily using the watch for 2 years. Like heavily, like every day heavily. And then, training for marathons, training for whatever you can think of. But no, it was practically new. And I hate it when people do that with like things like watches and like electronics in general. Because just because it looks new doesn't mean that it's actually new, right? Or that it's like practically new. Because the battery is not nearly new. And everything else, it's just like, it's wearing out, The Zwift Click 2 is messing up though. Doesn't seem to control the resistance correctly. First 10 minutes is swapping between 40 watts to 300 watts and back. Oh, that's annoying. Wait, do you have those directly connected to Bluetooth? With Bluetooth, or? When you do sprint intervals, yeah. I do, Alf, yeah. Not as much anymore lately, but definitely when my partner's here, we go out for rides together, and yeah. So I do, but it's like, it's a lot more overstimulating for me to go outside. So I don't know. I just like Zwift a lot as well. But it's easy, like it's hard to find good roads to like do any kind of training without having to worry about traffic and more taking like staying alert to my surroundings than that I can actually train. So. Battery can hold the whole day. Yeah, exactly. Dogs, hi. Have a good lurk. Yeah, it does second group rides, Emma. Yeah, that makes sense. It's annoying. You went to work my bike last week. Awesome, Asna. I'm so proud of you, dude. I dreamt of you last night. I just realized, Asna. I dreamt of you. So we were sitting in a, okay, so first I was standing on the side of a road and you were in a sort of like a double bike, like one of those like sitting bikes, I guess. No, how do you call that? Like, it's weird to, I don't know what they're called, but like basically, they sort of look like those water bikes, but then on land, I guess, with wheels. So you were sitting on one of those with your daughter. I have no clue about your daughter. And suddenly later on, we were sitting in a cafe eating, I think, and hiding for scary people. And and I asked, "Didn't I just see you outside?" And you were like, "Yeah." And that's when I woke up, I think. That was so weird. Speaking of outside, you need to check how much battery your shifters have left. Oh yeah, that's important. Especially for my partner had this issue a while ago, and let's say it didn't end well. So definitely check that. Any tips for you, Alf? I've been doing Zwift for 2 years, not getting better. What do you mean by not getting better? Also, how you do races, 20 to 50 kilometers? How often do you do that? Per week? Or per month? Or? And what is your main, like, metric for seeing if you get better? Now my thoughts on a proposed 20 kilometers an hour max on bike lanes. Oh, there's I'd hate that. Isn't that only for, like, wouldn't that only be for e-bikes? Because I even on my city bike, I don't I go faster than that, so that would be annoying. Oh, Emma, I'm so sorry. That's so annoying. Yeah. Hi, Caspero, welcome in. Well, at least even less people coming to the city by car. So 25 kilometers an hour for bikes will be on the street. Oh. Liquid, hi! Hello, welcome in. How are you? What does it mean? I know, right? I have no clue. Brains will be brains. 2 to 3 times a week. We're still at 2.9. Watts per kilo, right? Okay. So, has your heart rate? Oh God. Has your heart rate gone down at all while doing those races? Do you get like? Oh. Because there's more than just the watts per kilo, right? Do you only do flat races? Do you let's see. So there's a lot of thoughts that I have about this. Heart rate goes up to the max. Okay. What are you willing to do? Would my first question be. How many hours are you willing to put in on a weekly basis? And are you willing to do workouts instead of races? Or, besides races? But flat is sometimes road to sky once a month. Okay. So, well, let's first start there. How much are you willing to train to get better? Or it can, Sometimes you're willing to do more, but you don't have the time. That's fine too. But you'll have to be more you'll have to be more efficient with your time, I feel. They'd like to work out, but they feel boring. Okay. Okay, so just workouts aren't doing it for you. That's fair. Although, in order to get better, you do need to, sometimes you do need to, like, get over a particular point where, you know, where you would feel, you know, it can't always be comfortable, basically what I'm saying. Sometimes you're feeling good, and sometimes you're feeling average, and sometimes you're feeling bad. And that's all part of, you know, getting better. 40% battery left. Oh, that's good. Good. 5 hours a week. Okay. Would you be okay with racing 2 times a week? So let's say 2 hours of racing per week. Would be silly to put everyone in the same basket. Because the problems come from the elderly people on e-bikes. Yeah, young ones on fat bikes. It's just because of going fast. Mostly because of ignoring traffic. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I'd hate it. I mean, the whole race, you know, or like road cycling in general would just be off the table, right? So I think it would be the e-bikes that would get that limit. I hope at least, because no one would ever be able to road cycle, right? So where would they have to go? Like, you know, suddenly you're not allowed to work out anymore? It makes no sense. You can try. Yeah. So you could follow a schedule on Zwift. Like a plan. I think there's an FTP plan in there somewhere, like building your FTP. I'm not sure how many hours per week that is, though. You'd have to check. On the road, then the cars get pissed, and they remove the limit again. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Gendo. Yeah, I hope it's only for electric, for e-bikes and everything. Then again, yeah. On the other hand, like, how would you even, like, check all that? How would you even, like, maintain the law? Or how do you call it? Like, police and the other people, I forget what they're called too. They have more things to do than check if people go a maximum of 20 kilometers an hour, right? Holly, hi, welcome in. Good to see you, friend. How are you? Thank you so much for the raid. You were playing Animal Crossing? How are you liking it? Is this the first time you're playing that? Welcome in, everyone. I hope you're having a good day today. Good to see you all. Yeah, that would be a good start, Alf, I think. Hi, Infinity, welcome in. Hi, Asir. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Bib. Hello, welcome in. Hi, Cat Dude. Woody. Hi, Slug. Hello, welcome in, everyone. How are you all doing? How was your stream, Holly? Did you have a good time? A little bit off and on. only ever for an hour or two. Turns out you remember nothing. Oh, that's good. In this case, when you you know, you want to play it on stream. That's so fun though. So I guess you started over then, didn't you? Or I can imagine that's like the nice thing about that. You're not solid fine unless you're dead. Okay, Alf. Yeah, you're gonna have to like reframe that for yourself. Well, I mean, not necessarily, I guess, but an all or nothing kind of approach. I understand that one. I like it too. But if you really want to, like, I think, and you know, if you're already 2.9 watts per kilo, then 3 is really doable just by making a few tweaks. The thing is, okay, have you ever done an FTP test? Because I just remembered, you say you're only doing races. I assume that you're saying you don't get above 2.9 watts per kilo during races, right? Like you base that off of all your races, not of anything else. Because that's an interesting thing. It's been filling up the museum a little. Ah, nice. Ah, so chill and comfy. Oh, we got a PR. Hey. I'm so glad that you're liking it, Hallie. Awesome. I'm doing well, yeah. For achievement hunting in Zwift. We have to do this route 25 times. Then we get a badge. Also, 100 kilometers will give us a badge. So we're probably going to do 100 kilometers. Long time ago? Okay. Forget everything I said. Do an FTP test first. A ramp test is fine in that sense, I feel. The thing with racing is that unless you're doing, or you could also do a TT, by the way, instead of a race. Because the thing with racing is that you draft a lot, right? And with the drafting, you put out a lot of, a lot less watts, possibly, when you're constantly in the pack. So it may seem like you're not strong at all, or like you just stay on the 2.9 watts per kilo. But it's difficult to measure because you're drafting so much. So a time trial or an FTP test would be the first thing to see where you're at. It might well be that you're already at 3.0 or higher, but you just didn't realize it because you were basing it off of the races. You know? Hi, Viv. Dan Echo. Cool. Wait, who is that? Hi, Infinity. You're having a slow red line in the draft. And fight to keep up. Yeah, I mean, but Benny, you're progressing super fast though. So you're constantly going higher, right? Like you're progressing, your FP gets higher. You're doing great. Don't be too hard on yourself. Yeah, losing weight is also useful, yeah. Sure if you can, but you know, you're already very light, then that might not be a good idea, but you did a time trial in 2.8, 2.9. Right, when did you do that? Oh, it's a Belgian artist. Oh, that's nice. Cool. Good. What's drafting in this context? So, drafting is, I cannot do that right now because I don't have a, I'm sitting on a bike, I'm cycling on a bike that is not able to draft anything. Time trial bike. But you're basically cycling very close behind someone else so that they will, so you can basically hide from the wind, from the air resistance. So it will, you will need to put out less watts then, so less power. We're half tempted to do a TT this afternoon though. The TT club race for the long tour route. Oh, cool. You think I'll just do the group, right? Yeah, do whatever feels good, right? It's important.
Pitchfork? Excellent choice.
Thank you, Annan, for gifting us up to Anton aus Tirol. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for gifting us up. That's very kind. I appreciate it. '84 with 180 centimeters height. Okay. Well, there you could like try to lose some weight. That might help. What is your absolute watts? Or absolute FTP? Alf? What is racing all about? Saving your watts for the project you can make a move. Yeah. Yeah. Anton. Cookie, really? Oh, I love that. Wanted the song to be played. That song to be played at a wedding when he was a little boy. Oh, that's so funny. You'll try to beat this. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. The ramp test is a very nice one if you're struggling to pace yourself properly. So definitely a good idea to start with that. Want to check if I already got a response from before? Probably haven't. Don't know. Maybe in the next hour or so, I hope. Great, did everybody say hi to you? I'm not sure if I did. Hi! You will visit Assa tomorrow. Oh, nice. 3-hour drive, 1-hour meeting, 4-hour drive back. Oh my god. So annoying. I'm so sorry. Try moving it closer, yeah. Yeah, Alf, yeah, try that. Yeah, I hear that the plan is pretty good, all things considered. Especially if you have like 5 hours. So DJ, let's see, song also popular in the Netherlands? I think so. I mean, a lot of the Dutch people do know it, I think. Dread, congrats on third, well done. Higher RPM, yeah, that helps too. So, in that sense, think of it like this. Watts is the amount of force that you put out with your legs combined with your cadence. So the force that you put out is measured in Newton meters, and it is multiplied with the amount of rounds that you per minute that you turn your pedal. So you can put out a lot of watts if you say like you don't really have a lot of force. If you can turn your pedals very quickly, you can still put out a lot of watts. Can you imagine if you do both? If you have a lot of force and a good, efficient way to turn your pedals. So that's great. Actually, maybe I can show you. I hope it won't drop out now, but see, I am not very good yet with the cadence. We can see. We have gear 14 now. Okay, let's see how high I can get my cadence on this gear and how high it will go in watts. Well, I don't know what my cadence was there. But I did get 669, nice, watts for 5 seconds. Whereas, okay, so I'm in the same gear now, and I'm doing, I don't know, let's go up to 90. Actually, that's pretty hard now. I don't have a max cadence dot here. Okay. Well, okay. Fine. Well, we're at like say 85, and that's like 170, 180 watts, right? I'm in the same gear. And maybe I do a bit more power, but I definitely do a higher cadence, which then results in more watts. So definitely important to work on your speed skills there. So in general, I was thinking about this earlier. Don't have anything to write on right now. In general, there are a few skills that you can work on. There are 3, well, areas, I suppose. So there are 3 that are important when you're a beginner, and 3 that become more important once you're getting a bit better at cycling, and you have that base training done a bit more. I will get back to you on that. Physics, momentum, torque, efficiency. Yeah, exactly. No program for improving RPM. Well, okay. Vector. Okay, I'm gonna explain to you something differently. I need to catch my breath a bit first, it seems. Also, I need to turn up my fan a little bit. You pedal at 400 RPM. You need less power per rotation. Exactly, yeah. Zwift won't tell us what? The cadence, you mean? Yes. Spinning fast is cardio, spinning slow is muscle. Yeah. Cardio muscle strong is good. Yeah, and then there's the speed skills as well. Because in order to spin fast, you need to learn to spin fast. But what does that mean, right? Okay. Speaking of power, you got the sticky wand detection plugin for Zwift power. Cool little tool. Good to know you're not even accidentally doing any. Wait, what is that? What does that mean? Higher cadence is so much easier to sustain over long periods of time. I was aiming for a decently high cadence. Well, I mean, that depends, right? Depends on the gear that you have. Because RPM on its own is not necessarily RPM. RPM is always in relation to the force that you put out with your feet, or like with your legs. So you need to lower your gear if you want to be comfortable, maybe, so that you can stay in zone 1 or zone 2. Which, oh, that's the cheater thing. Oh my god. Yeah, Agenda told me about that. Interesting. Alright, so one thing that I figured out for myself, this is very personal, so we're not getting into the mechanics just yet, but one thing that is very personal to me is that I finally figured out how to put my hamstrings and glutes to work, and that is by loosening my ankles. So what that means is, because I loosen my ankles, so my ankles, the way I say, okay, so this is just, I am explaining this is based on my own understanding of things, mostly. But it has a few cues that Joe Friel talks about in his book, and the loose ankles are one of them. So I loosened my ankles, and I noticed that what happened was, one, my knee pain disappeared. Second of all, I was able to move my saddle forward a lot more, because I was finally able to use my hamstrings and my glutes. So what that means is, because I loosen my ankles, there is more balance in my upper legs. Because if I pull with my ankles, if I set my ankles in a 90-degree angle, then either the front or the back muscle, not sure which one, I guess the front muscle gets more pull than the back one. If you loosen it up, you will sort of equalize it. So your ankle will just move with your upper legs. which then means that your hamstrings will be able to pull. My hamstrings, I should say. This is a very specific issue to me. My hamstrings are now able, my glutes as well, are able to pull a lot more, maybe 50% of the weight now, that otherwise it would do like 20%, and the other 80% would be my quads pushing down. So that's one. So the best thing I've learned here is to not think of it as pushing down. So it's not necessarily pushing down, also not necessarily pulling up the pedal. It is extending and what's the opposite of that? Extending the hips and I guess closing is not really, what's the, curling? I suppose? Contracting, yeah. Contracting the hips. So, all of your power is usually in your upper legs, right? And in your glutes. And you use your core, so your back and your abs and your back muscles to stabilize yourself. But most of the force is in this area of your body. Here are a lot of muscles that do a lot of the work. So would it then make sense to have that, to focus on that doing the work as well? So extending the hips and contracting the hips, you know? Not focusing on the knees, not focusing on the ankles. The further you are away from this center, the more relaxed those parts can be. So relax your ankles, relax your knees. Also relax your hands and your shoulders, by the way, your elbows. And think extending, contracting the hips. Nothing else, just extending, contracting the hips. This will put your legs to work, your upper legs, but it will protect your knees because you relax your knees, you relax your calves, you relax your ankles, relax your toes even. And you simply focus on that center part that does the work. Your core stabilizes, so this is tight, so that you can sit like this, for example, where you can counterbalance, like, you know, so you can pull and you can extend, so you can contract and extend. That way, you might notice, this is what I notice, that the circles that you make, the cadence that you have, is a little bit more smooth, I guess. Because you are not trying to push down the pedal. You're not trying to pull up the pedal, although in a way you do. You're also in a way pushing it down, but you're focusing on extending and contracting the hips. Does that make sense at all? Because it makes sense to me, but I'm not sure if it makes sense to anyone else. Your muscles are
salutations.
Berries in your belly. Oh, buried in your belly. Yeah, they do count. Yes, they're just not visible. They're maybe a bit shy, aren't they? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, no shrimping. No shrimping, just contracting. So yeah, and while focusing on that, try to, so for example, do an endurance ride, like find if you don't do anything zone 2 related specifically, just find a recovery or an endurance workout, or make one yourself, and preferably one that is not necessarily telling you which RPM to use, although there are a few good guides, I think, good workouts that teach you about RPM, just differently than I just told you. I just try to do, or you can just do you don't even have to do like a workout. You can just do a ride and try to, if 90 RPM is high for you, cycle at 90 for a while, for as long as you can, maybe. And do this, or maybe 100, and focus on those hips and keep the hips from bouncing. When you start bouncing, let's see if I can show that. This is bouncing, right? This won't work because you will spin out of control. You don't have any control there. It's not high cadence, it's uncontrolled spinning. So you want to make sure keep your butt on the saddle.
Charge!
And to stay in control at all times. Holly, hi! Welcome in, how are you? Welcome, Raiders. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Buchanan. Hey up. Hey up, Holly, how are you? How was your stream? What can you do today? Holly was in control at all times. Oh yeah, 100%. Hi, Greek, welcome in. Holly's always in control. We were just talking about cadence and about how to practice higher cadences, basically. Be aware I'm not a coach at all or something. The reason that I spend a lot of time just cycling in Zwift without watching anything on the side, without listening to any music, without being distracted, is so that I can analyze and observe myself and my form, my technique. So yeah, we were just talking about how your coach tells you off all the time. Yeah, have you done the? Oh, you're going to the sauna. Yeah, of course. I was wondering about the if you decreased your crank length at all. I was very curious about that, but I can imagine that you haven't found the time yet to do that. Enjoy the sauna. Thank you for the raid, Holly. I really appreciate it. Hi, Ruth. Welcome in. How's it going? I hope work is going well for you. Yeah, so, try to go at a little bit of a higher cadence than you usually do. And go as high as feel like you're still in control, right? So extending the hips, contracting the hips, extending the hips, contracting the hips. Keep your ankles and your knees relaxed. Keep your core tight, extending and contracting. And then just practice. Just do some time on that RPM until it's getting hard or until you start bouncing, and then go back to your comfortable cadence. And then over time you might find that it becomes a little bit easier to go at a higher cadence. Also, I was just talking about crank length, right? That is, I want to say a very underrated thing, but it isn't, because a lot of people know about crank length and how important it can be in the pros, especially on the pro level. So crank length, I work with 160 millimeters cranks. 160 is about the lowest that you can easily get, I suppose. You can easily buy out there. Shorter than that is usually kids' cranks, and they're harder to get by. But so 160 is very short. My partner rides with
The
165.
heart is the strongest muscle.
Seeing you on accelerates the rejuvenation of a good mood. Just want to wish you well and remind that I'm glad to heap any support of you as is possible and proper.
Mandar, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you for your kind words. And it's good to see you, my friend. How are you today? Yes, Aruz. Yes, we're doing 25 laps and 100 kilometers.
Salutations.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. So yeah, crank length is for cadence is a very useful thing. Because if you, so let's say this is your upper leg, right? If you have to pull your leg horizontally, that costs a lot of energy. That distance, to pull up your leg that distance, is very tiring, very inefficient. You have to make bigger circles with your pedal. And yeah, I am going very slow actually, yeah. It's hard to put out power, and also, you know, wait, do I have a training difficulty up actually? I do. It's very slow. I forget to put out power when I talk. So say that you have like 172, or let's say 175 millimeter cranks. You have to like pull up your leg a lot, right? It's in a way it can be efficient to push down, but you also have to pull up again. So at some point it was established that shortening your cranks will help to increase the cadence, which will then help to utilize your aerobic endurance more, I think. So shorter cranks definitely help. How short? It's always a bit of a question. Asna, I think that I can imagine. Hi, Candice, welcome in. How are you? Asna, I think I can imagine that your cranks are at least 170 millimeters, because that's kind of the standard. They might even be longer than that. Mind you, not all group sets have 160 cranks or 165 or whatever. So you have to check which groups that you have, and that is if you have like a road bike that you ride on Zwift or outside, and you'll have to check if you can go shorter than that, than what you have. Man, it's hard to talk and cycle at the same time. In that sense, it's hard. It's easier to just do like to have a to do a workout here, because it's very easy to just like fall back into like low watts.
Squirrel.
Yes, roll indeed. You're welcome, Alf. Very curious what you will figure out, what you will find. You're unfortunately in your head about your limitations. Out of hand comment didn't help. Oh. That food, celebrating people is a nice thing. Even needs money for their birthday was cool too. Oh, Landar. I'm sorry that things are difficult at the moment. Know that I appreciate you a lot. You make our lives better. By being yourself, by being here. Or by being, you know, by taking care of yourself. That's important too. Even if that means just, you know, being offline. You'll still be as important as you are. Like, you know, in general, you are important. Thank you for sharing. Your upper legs are quite horizontal when they're up. Yeah. Could be that you would benefit from shorter cranks. But you do have a... it's a bit of an older bike that you have, Asna, right? Yapping is great for breath training. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It's not like when you're bad at multitasking, it's a bit hard though. The bike's pretty old, right? Yeah, it might be difficult to find cranks for your bike then. There would be a different solution for it. But that would require replacing the bottom bracket, which I'm not sure if that's, you know, if you'd be comfortable with that. You need a lot of stuff for that. Product scanning, good luck, Selmar. Good luck, good luck. What, Aggie? Only 14 more laps to go. We can do that. And we're not even halfway in terms of kilometers. But it's okay, it's okay. Oh, you couldn't get a left panel off, yeah. But that's hard. Yeah. It's gonna be difficult to like with older bikes it's difficult to get like shorter cranks, honestly. Which is kind of annoying. But who knows? But if you cannot get the pedal off, well, you would need to buy new pedals as well, I suppose. Oh yeah, what Aggie says, Asna. You have to spin the other way around. I don't know if you're aware of that, but it's kind of like pedals are very confusing in that sense. Oh, you tried both ways, yeah. Could be that you like pushed it past its limits, accidentally tightening it. that therefore it's now pretty hard to get it off. Lefty loosey, righty loosey, ja. Wil je trekken? Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I didn't, so on this, I have a Tri-Ban bike. It was an RC women's bike that had like, what's it called again? Well, basically what the group said that Tri-Ban has, their bikes. It used to be Shimano's, but I forget the name of it, but so I removed it and I put on 105 cranks, 160 millimeters, because you know, I don't need a group set anyway. Like, I don't need brakes. I don't need to shift. I just fixated the derailleur, and you know, I only needed the cranks, so I just put in 105s, and that was good enough for me, because I really only wanted the 160 cranks. So yeah, it's harder when you have a different bike, I guess. Leonard, I'm doing well, thank you. Yeah, a little bit tired, but actually I'm feeling better now. But I'm gonna try take it easy for the next 2 days. Hopefully, Wahoo will get back to me to fix the firmware on my trainer. Although it's funny. I closed the Wahoo app, and I don't have any dropouts. I say this, but it could, well, they could start again, who knows. But I don't know. I hope that they will get back to me so I can get the beta firmware. Hopefully resolve the dropouts. I've had 3 so far, I think, Aggie. But yeah, so hopefully then on Thursday and Friday, Thursday I can hopefully do TT with Synergy, and then Friday with Randy. Hopefully, so we'll see. Always starting the pedals as you ride. Yeah, exactly, yeah. No special tool for pedals? Yeah. Yeah, it's useful to have. You wanna use grease for that though, not WD-40. WD-40 is a I forget. Yeah, no, are you still here? Yeah, no, explains this to me a lot, but I keep forgetting. But basically, you need grease. Like thick grease, like, you know. I think there's special grease for it too. I'd like to switch to click pedals, but you can get the pedal offset of one big thing. Yeah, that's so annoying. You'll definitely benefit from click pedals. You'll probably be able to output a lot more watts, Asna. Antioxidant, yeah. Thank you, Dread. Yes, that. I hope that is the same for you, Landar. Big hugs for you. Fingers, no. You need specific grease for, so there's chain loop. That's like oil basically, kind of, no, well it's sort of grease, but it's not, like it's in a flask, but this is more like in a jar. Was that the grease motion picture soundtrack? Oh yeah. I'd love that. Yeah, chain loop, yeah, exactly. No, don't use that either. I don't know what you call it. Probably Decathlon has particular grease for this. Grease lightning, oh my god. Was it right heat? Yeah. Oh, I don't know how you would get those out. New bike day. No, don't actually mention that as an option, because impulsivity and everything. It's really hard to get the wheel off as well. Oh, I see. Oh, that's hard. Yeah, you could try and go to a bike shop, see if they can work it out. Oh, Asna, be careful with Canyon. And definitely be careful with installments. Canyon is very specific. As in, for example, they have their like the can I get words or think of words, but like the thing that holds your handlebars, that connect your handlebars to the front fork. I always forget these words. Stuurpen in Dutch. That one is custom for them, so you cannot really easily change those, which is very annoying because especially if you're a beginner, your bike fit will change a lot. It's not steering fit, but it's a different word for it, I think. Stem. Stem. I guess I think it's just stem. Handlebar stem. Yeah. So that will, your bike fit will change, and possibly your stem will change, the stem length will change as well. Canyon is not really flexible when it comes to that. They're pretty bikes, they're cool bikes, but it's, I'm not sure just how beginner friendly they are. So be aware of that. However, I'm not sure what other bike would be good, what other brand. Gendo is a big Trek fan. I'm not sure how expensive those are. Giant, I mean, I have Liv. I am a big Liv fan. Giant is their is the original brand, and a very common brand in the Netherlands as well. Marvel Wars fan. Fair. Fair. So I don't know what brands is everyone like happy about? Like I don't Merida? Oh, that's what you have, Woody. All right. No, yeah, Specialized, right? Or is that Miss Merida also special? I'm not sure. Pinarello is for dentists, so, but you don't become a dentist by buying a Pinarello, so be aware of that. Oh, Marida's your indoor bike, right? Cultura 7000, I see. Nice. But honestly, for indoors, you don't really need an expensive or a good brand. What matters is mostly what kind of cranks you have on them, or what kind of group set, I suppose, and whether you can like replace the cranks for shorter ones. The size of the bike is important. But everything else you can easily replace, so. Well, the cranks are a little bit hard to replace if you, so for example, my 105s, you have to replace the whole crank set, which isn't very, it's not very hard to do if you have the right bottom bracket, but bottom brackets are a bit of a thing. They're a bit inconsistent and it's always a bit of a guess. But with 105s, as long as you have a Hollow Tech 2 bottom bracket, you'll be fine. But yeah. Indoor doesn't really matter. Outdoor is a different thing. But it's also really just getting to know, you know, like, I don't know, it's hard to say. It's a personal thing, I feel. Gazelle Primavera. Oh, I didn't know that. I do know Gazelle, of course, but not Primavera. Merida was your indoor and outdoor bike until you got Specialized, right? Yeah. Nice to do. What did you eat? And what did you cook and eat? Going well here. Going well. I'd rather know Cause needed to change things with a bike fit, especially if crank length, handlebar width, even the seat needs to be changed. When was your last bike fit, Woody? I don't know. I have, in terms of saddle, I now have the Trek or Bondrager. How do you pronounce it? You know, first comp on both my indoor and outdoor bike, and I'm very happy with those. With that saddle. Even though I'm okay, I need to stand a little bit more, I feel. But I'm very happy with those. They, like, ever since I've been consistently using these, my saddle sores have gone completely away. So that's awesome. And they are, I mean, I paid like 20 euros for, like, secondhand for 2 of them. The other one I was lucky to get from Gundo. You never had a bike fit? Oh, you fit on your bike. You do that really well. What I've seen on your photos, I feel like your bike fit is pretty good. But it might be nice to, at some point, like the bike fit itself is already pretty expensive, probably. And then, yeah, crank length, it depends on your group set. I don't know which one you have, but it might be expensive. I don't know, actually. The handlebar width also depends. Personally, I now have 360 millimeter handlebar width, and it was pretty cheap. 25 euros or something, maybe a little bit more. From Rose Bikes. Rose is a German brand, I think. At least it was shipped from Germany. That was pretty nice. Yeah, I think the bike fit will be the most expensive. The rest you can get pretty cheap if you spend some time looking around. You know, maybe even buy things like a saddle secondhand. Yellow curry with a bunch of different veggies. Nice, that sounds great. Awesome. Also, you're looking at having a 37 front chain ring for flat rates instead of 38-35 you currently have. Right. That might be nice, yeah. But you do climb a lot, don't you? Curry paste, onions, mushrooms, broccoli, carrots, cauliflower, coconut cream. Blend the veggies after frying them to use it. Sauce for fried tofu, carrot, and broccoli. Nice! Sounds amazing. All you do is get the saddle height right. Make sure the handlebars are flat. Even tilt the brake levers a little bit. Right. Yeah, same Maggie. Well, I did have a bike fit, but I'm not sure at this point if that is... I've changed a lot since then. I have SRM4s Gen 1 and you're specialized? Emanuel Tergra and the Merida, right. Yeah, it's worth checking it out, I guess. X-Men is 220 kilometers with less than 1,000 meters of elevation. Right, okay. Yeah, then it might be worth changing the chain rings. Another one in between, that's also a bit bad. Okay. Lou, hi! Welcome in. How are you doing? Hi, Bran. New sprint. Oh, I'm tempted. Tempted. Okay, I'll do it. Hang on. That was a very bad sprint, I feel. Technically not great. Next one is 120. Okay. Whoa. 846 meters of elevation. It's gonna be hotter today, really. I don't know how hot it is today. Actually, I can figure it out. I got distracted, hang on. Oh, it's actually 31 degrees right now over here. Didn't realize. Tomorrow, yeah, 33. Oh, oh well. It's okay. I don't mind. When is the sprint? Hey! Okay, well, no sprint then anymore. I was gonna maybe do another one, but now you don't get any. A lot better. You get squat now, yay! That is awesome, Lou. I did bar assisted chin-ups this morning and Arnold presses with 10K dumbbells. Lou! I'm so happy to read that. That's amazing. Congratulations. We'll see how things go. Local triathlon club trains at your workplace is having their get into triathlon program start end of October. Might give that a shot. Do then do more swimming and running on the regular. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Good idea. Good idea.
Squirrel.
Yes. Real feeling there today is 40-30 degrees Celsius. Ew. Nice. Quiet back to where you were, but a tiny amount away. I mean, when was your procedure, Lou? I feel like you're getting back into things pretty quickly. Although it might not feel like that, but I hope that it does though, because it's amazing just how quickly you recover. I feel. You can also stretch your leg above your shoulder and stretch your leg behind you. Nice! Amazing progress. Uh, the right one is my record. Oh, now it's gone. Same Asna. I am very inflexible. Calm down, please. Alright, 10 more to go. Mitch! Not a cult, but Mitch, hi! Thank you for being you, and for being part of the community. Without you, it isn't what it is, so thank you for that. How are you doing? How is life going for you right now? Selmar! Pretty good overall. Finally not sick. I'm so sorry you were sick. New house coming together. Your parents are visiting this weekend. You just have to make it through the week. All good plans then. You get through it. You're a strong bean. You got this. Me and personal trainer said you haven't lost any strength. That's awesome. That is super awesome. Amazing progress. Yay! More space. We're happy for you, Mitch. Want to do one round that's maybe a little bit faster than the others. Could be right. No, I think it's 31. It's okay. I can deal with heat. Today PR is 6:47. I forget how long this word is, but let's see if we can make it a little bit faster. So I have to skip working out because school now will become an issue. Fair, yeah. Yeah. If you have air conditioning, probably doable, but if you don't, then definitely just skip. 35 currently there? Probably because you're around, Selmar, you got it. You got it. You're too hot. I see you spend to leave AC's area. Yeah, exactly. Hothead, yeah. You know, exactly, hot stuff. Gonna do split. I hope the power doesn't drop out. Wait, where's the split button? There it is. Ah, there we go. Hi, David. Hi, Smith. Hi, Geotech. Oh. Oh, that was so much harder than I thought it would be. Then again, already cycled for 2 hours, and well, last week was a lot too, so I'm not unhappy with it. I do need rest after this, so 2 recovery days probably. No, Dev, it's still not okay. I am hoping to get the beta firmware soon from Woo support. But well, ever since I closed the Woo app, it hasn't dropped out, so that's interesting to me, because that was the case on Friday as well, so I don't know. Weird. Alright, a little less than 30 kilometers to go. Not bad. Thanks, guys. Yeah. We'll see. Gotta take it a little bit slow now. But it was fun to do. It's also 31 degrees. Well, it's not 31 degrees here, I suppose, but I'm gonna turn up the fan a little bit more. Sounds good, Samar. Good luck with the last bits. Have a good trip home. Outside it's scorching, yeah, outside it's hot, yeah, definitely. Also, Oruz, amazing ride, or race the other day for you. You got 4th out of 50 people, right? Amazing. I feel like you should adjust your FTP a bit. Maybe do an FTP test, do like to adjust it because I don't think it's right for you anymore, right? I think you've become way, way stronger. Does he come? Yeah, exactly. Fantastic. Drafting the whole way there and then smashing the KOM. Yeah, that's amazing. What do you have it set to now, Aris? The KOM, the KOM. King of the Mountain, Mitch. I always say KOM, I don't know why. But KOM makes more sense since there's also QOM, which is Queen of the Mountain, but that's 201. Yeah, I think it's gonna be higher. Okay, Mitch. Okay, sir. Okay, calm down. Calm down now. Hi, Derp. Welcome in. How are you? Hello, hello. Good morning. Good afternoon, actually. Quite punchy, and that's good for racing. Yeah, I think you're also. I think you're getting good at the muscular endurance as well. Don't underestimate yourself. Do another FTP test, see what comes out of it. About to run soon, needed to charge your watch first. Oh yeah, that's important, yeah. It didn't happen if it isn't on, well, Garmin or Strava or whatever. It didn't happen if you didn't record it, right? Oh no, we got drama in the chat. Get your popcorn out, everyone. Ray and Derp are drama queens, drama kings. Working on endurance for sure. Yeah, I see you doing zone 2 and such. I think, you know, doing a TT every now and again might also be beneficial for you, just to get used to that, like, longer amounts of threshold training, you know, getting your muscles used to that. Might do next weekend. Nice, awesome. No, I am staying out of this, Derb. I am enjoying my popcorn while conveniently staying on the sideline here. I am enjoying it, yeah. Am I not supposed to? Rude? What do you mean? It's entertainment. Entertainment. I mean, I am here to entertain you, but it's nice that it's the other way around every now and again, right? Sad that love gets broken. It will be repaired soon, don't you worry. Don't you worry. Who are we helping? No one, Mitch, we're on the sideline. We're enjoying this. We're not interfering. We're just seeing how it turns out, or how it plays out. Highest setting on the Backmaster is loud, dude. Telenovela, exactly. Exactly. Needs to do one rowing session for Ray, then back in business. Doesn't sound too bad, does it? Observe burning fires, exactly. 25 kilometers to go. I don't remember how many volcano circuit rounds. Oh. Huh. Okay, well, the trainer dropped on my Garmin, but not on Zwift, it seems. You know, you can give Ray some treats. Oh, that's the one in front of me that I gave a ride on. Okay, it is now getting a little bit harder. Legs are getting a little bit more tired, but it's also because I did some harder work in between, so. That's okay, it's nice. Do recovery days. But I do want to ride because I also want the 14 days in a row badge. And now is the chance because we had to shovel around our weeks, Gino and I. So I have 14 days that can actually be on the trainer. So might as well do it now. Getting all the badges. Also, it's hard to do that while streaming and while, you know, staying alert this way, but I'm also trying to implement the new cues that I made for myself in terms of technique and economy. Feels a bit weird, and my hamstrings and my glutes are so sore. They have been very sore for the past week, which is very good because it means they're actually doing stuff now. But I've always had issues with my hamstrings and my glutes. And I in the competitions of powerlifting, like my deadlifts were always weakest because of the hamstrings and the glutes. Squats, on the other hand, were very, very strong. But yeah, now come to the conclusion that just my ankles are the limiting factor. They're very stiff and flexible, and just if I focus on loosening them, just does a lot more good, a lot more balance. Even though it's hard, there's no balance yet. But once my hamstrings and glutes have caught up a bit, I feel like I'll be able to output some more power. Adding rowing into my schedule. I don't have a rowing machine, unfortunately. Would be cool, but I don't have access to it. Biking at the moment, actually, and like body weight sizes maybe. Only one boulder. Yeah, well, I am. I've been sending a lot of my stuff on Vinted and such to be able to afford a power meter, secondary power meter for my trainer. Hopefully at some point do like Sunday Racing Club stuff. But unfortunately I cannot afford anything else at the moment. I did, Sishi, I don't do it anymore. It's about 10 years ago that I quit competition lifting. After that I did some for myself, but at that point I left the club that the powerlifting club that I was part of, and I sort of lost motivation because I really enjoyed the social aspect of it. Now I don't do it anymore at all. Yeah, the dual power measurement thing, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, maybe at some point. Well, I don't have space for it either. Like, I barely have space for my, like, right now I don't sit behind I don't sit at my computer because my trainer is at my computer and my bike. I'm gonna make a plate, or like a sort of a plate with window that I can sort of move it around. But because I don't want to move this one too much, I did that with the jet black, and I don't think it worked out for the best. Although I was careful with it, but still. But I don't have any more space to put anything, so. But it's fine. The way the Soros improvement thing is going, we'll be able to do flexing with the hamstrings and all core muscles soon. I mean, I hope so. Yeah, no, it's a good thing. I mean, right now I'm not outputting a lot of power. It's also because I just a bit fatigued, a lot fatigued. But yeah, I will get there. I sleep after a race? No. Sleep at night. I mean, I could do naps, but maybe, I don't know. I'm not really good at napping. Sometimes play games while I'm doing an easy recovery, right? Yeah. I work on my speed skills whenever I do a recovery. Yeah, hamstrings are in the upper thigh, yeah. Back. Quadriceps are in the front. Have the calves in the back. Lower leg. I do a race, then you have a nap, exactly. Exactly. forgot to look again. The number of the lap number was. Oh well. See. Doing an FTP test. Let's go. All right, that is lap 20 then, I think. Yeah. Do we live here now? Yeah, for 5 more rounds. Or 100 kilometers, whichever comes first. I guess. I think the 100 kilometers comes first. And then at some point, we would need to do 100 miles, which is 160 kilometers. Which, yeah, we're going for first. For both, sorry. Thank you, Greek. It's fun. But, yeah, so I think that's the, is that the PRL full or the Uber pretzel or something? If I was a group ride, maybe a Robo Pacer. Getting loads of drops then. Combine it with a Beverest. Could do. Oh. God. I'm reaching 500 watts output power. Is that the challenge? Oh no, wait. I don't know. I mean, 500 watts I can do for 5 seconds. Maybe 15. Not more than that. Definitely. I think, actually. Is my PR or what is? Yeah, my 15 seconds record is 6:23. My 30 seconds is 4:59. Sorry, my 30 seconds is 4:59. I'm not sure if I said that. I mean, not too far off. But if I specifically focus on it, I could maybe get 500 watts. I don't know. Not something I'm gonna try very soon. Infinity. Well, it depends on for how long, right? This fun group ride on Saturday that does 160 kilometers. Really? Oh. The pacer and the sweeper in the chat is active. Oh, that's fun. Oh, I might do that. Although I do want to do on stream. And I don't think they would appreciate it if I would stream it. Oh, that's great, Greek. Nice. How long have you been cycling? How long have you cycled? Or, wait, what is grammar? When did you start, basically? It would be fine. It's not on Monday, though. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I could do maybe a Saturday stream, but I always say something like that, like streaming on a different day. I never actually do it, so maybe at some point. Promises. Weeks. Oh, great, you're doing great. Don't you worry. You will improve very quickly. Well, I think FTP is hard to say when you use a spinning bike. I don't think spinning bikes are accurate at all. They sort of estimate, I think. Yeah, Woody, yeah, that's probably best. And definitely also just ask, I guess, first. I always appreciate that, probably. You have some running and swimming background. You cycling training for the end. They've joined a triathlon event. Oh, cool! A sprint or longer distance? That's awesome. A 100 kilometers. Miles will be later. That would be a actual challenge, I feel. 100 kilometers is a lot, but not something I'm particularly afraid of, I guess. Or, you know, like, I haven't trained for in particular. I've done 100 kilometers IRL, so, well, there was a big break in between, but big, I don't know, half an hour or so. But, and this is like, in-game it's way faster than outdoors. Outdoors it took us like 4 hours or something. Hi, Barzep. Am I a professional biker? Oh, I wish. But no. I started way too late for that. Sometimes I wish I started cycling at a younger age. But welcome in. How are you? Other mouse, just a casual weekend ride training ride for you. Yeah. I hope that at some point that will be the case for me as well. But working on that. Working on a lot of things though. Can't work on everything at once. Food stuff is an important part. Yeah, well, the food wasn't particular. The food was very, there were a lot of fats in it. Not necessarily a lot of carbs. So that didn't really help. It was really hard to start back up because our intestines were really struggling to process the fats. But fine. Do differently next time. Don't really focus on race fitness. There are quite a number of things to do this long rides. Yeah. Yeah. Just enjoy the dopamine of seeing triple digit numbers for weekend rides. Makes sense, yeah. Yeah, I love being on a bike, honestly. Well. Last week I had a total of total of 16 and a half hours training. And then I did an hour and a half of commuting as well in total. I wasn't supposed to do that much, but it happens sometimes. So I do need some recovery this week. Definitely overdone it a little bit. But it's nice, I feel like that way I do find my boundaries. Yeah, but what he says, yeah, no, there's drafting. It does simulate it, but not on this bike. What they call a time trial bike, where which is supposed to be a personal, like an individual effort. So you use a time trial bike on time trial events where you just do like, I don't know, 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers, 10 miles, something like that. You do it as fast as possible, but you do it alone. Whereas with racing, you use road bikes, and you are allowed to draft. So, yeah. Well, and okay, well, there's an exception, and that's team time trials, where you are time trialing with a group, and then you can only draft each other, but not other people, not other like your opponents, basically. Oh heck yeah, Asna! Amazing! Doing so well, friend. So freaking proud of you. So freaking proud of you, Asna. Welcome back, Summer! Too many different bike types too, as in road bikes for racing? Yeah. Yeah. You're bored? Well, in 4 more minutes, you're free from boredom. 4 more minutes. 3 more minutes depends on. Fuck, 3 now for me. WTT bike so you can have a fast bike for the flats. A disc for pure speed. Like IRL, you mean, Woody? Or I can imagine you already have that in game, but yeah, that'd be cool. Here, it doesn't make sense to have a GT bike because we don't have enough. At least where I live, we don't have enough, like, uninterrupted road. Such things. Level 90? Oh, I thought you were level 100. Huh. Kid Ryan Canyon, Max CFR with the top disc. Nice. Yeah, I'm working on the Max right now. Wasn't patient enough for the KDX. I went with the Scott instead. Retired and got home Sunday from a yearly camping trip and only got your stuff, made the bed and dove right into it. Hard time to fall asleep anyway. Oh, I'm sorry, Summer. Brain wasn't really calming down then. That's hard. Feel like, I don't know, maybe do some kind of napping right now, just, you know, lie down for half an hour. It doesn't matter if you fall asleep or not, but just like lying down 30 minutes without anything, just lying. 10 kilometers more, yeah. Almost at, well, almost 9. Well, and then we still have to like finish the volcano circuit rounds. 3 more. That's 12 kilometers, I think, left. Afraid that you get a worse night if you go nap now. That's fair. Alcohol probably didn't help much either. No. So Summer, sometimes getting a little bit of rest in between might help your brain to calm down enough to actually sleep in the night. Because sometimes your brain gets so tired and doesn't get enough, like, you know, mental rest, you know, that it struggles to calm down quickly enough at night. So maybe that 30 minutes, just allowing your brain some rest, might help to have it calm down quicker later at night. W is free! Congrats! Awesome, Asna. You two have a nice time, so enjoy your free time. Super proud of you. Have a great rest of your day. See you soon. Talk to you soon. Get a baseball bat and bunk yourself to sleep. Fair. Might work. There yet? Almost! 10 more kilometers to go. Or something. 11. 500 kilometers in a day? Holy moly. Albert Park Lake, the 5 kilometer loop with only one traffic light. Oh, dude, wouldn't you be crazy bored if you'd have to do that? Wait. 80 times? I'd be so bored, dude. A TT bike would be great there, yeah. Done 300 kilometer right there twice. Huh. I guess I could sort of see the appeal in it, but also, I mean, the nice part about it is if you do like a 400 kilometer ride, just making a route, like, you know, without any repetition. If it turns out that you need to stop after 200 kilometers, you might be a lot like far from home. Whereas here you can just, this would be very useful in the sense of like building up to that. If you need to quit, you're close to home probably. Means again your own internal thoughts is not getting bored. That's fair. That is fair. Nothing left of your bed if you would attempt that. I mean, you shouldn't attempt that untrained, of course. I forget to pay attention to my. What is it in my knees right now? Time you've done laps at Albert Park, you just carry what food you need for a period of time. Stop at the car to refuel along with using water taps and toilets nearby. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Should figure out if I have such a. If I could find such a lab for myself, that would be. Me and Gendo. Yeah, you do that, Selmer. Do that. Stopping time in the last 300 kilometer ride there was only 52 minutes. The 383 ride, it was nearly 2 hours because of traffic lights. Oh, that's annoying. Lap 23, 2 more to go. Those is an F1 circuit in March. Oh, cool. Don't worry about it. Hi, Panaya. Welcome in. This is Zwift fan. So hot air. And when you enter this area, the Zwift fan. Wait a minute. There's a Zwift fan. Welcome in. How are you? I have a vac master. Oh, the lava. Yeah. Now that's the use that for warm-ups. Swim in that for warm-ups. Then for cooldowns, you go outside in the swim in the sea. Sounds good, Sushi. Sounds good. Good luck. Thank you so much for hanging out. Great rest of your day. Making sure I get 100 kilometers below 3 hours. There we go. That's one achievement. Hell yeah. Hi, Alice Mom. Welcome in. Thanks, guys. All right. Now, to finish it off with the 25 volcano circuit rounds. Hi, Stian. Welcome in. How are you? Thank you. This is the kit you ride around with? Oh. Ah, that's what I'm wearing now as well, then. Passive flex. I like passive flex. Done. You're good. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Get the 100-mile one. It's black. Really? We'll get that one at some point as well. But just to I read the 25 more. Yeah, I could do 25 more, but I'm simply choosing not to. Okay? Simply choosing not to. Two and three more. We are done. Well, and then I'm gonna round off that kilometer. Well, I don't know if I do. I am gonna be hard to see how much I would still need. Save the number of laps somewhere. Yeah, at the start of the round, at the start of the route. I'll show you in a bit. Stick around for like 4 more minutes. Yeah. Yummy food has to try. Yes. Yep. Well, first I'm gonna get a banana and a glass of milk. I always love to do after riding. Then 45 minutes I'll have a bigger meal. Oh, catch up to see. Oh, yummy. Yeah, yummy. I mean the bot. I just realized what you were saying. Sorry. Yummy. Yeah, but yummy as well. I'm hungry now. Banana milkshake. Yeah, that's close, I suppose. Although I do like to have them separately. Yeah, it's like a pacer bot, so you can use it as a, so you get more currency sticking with it, staying in proximity of it, and it goes a particular pace. There are a few that have particular paces that you can follow. A milkshake in a body. Oh, that's true. That is true. Going for a 6-hour ride? No. No. Bike cave. Well, I mean, honestly, I have been thinking of a sort of, not necessarily a rebrand, but a rename of the channel. But I'm not sure. I mean, I like cave. I want to stay cave. Don't know about the mobster thing. It was fun at the time, but mobster. Infinity. Here it is. So see, do you see the 24? That will become 25. Here we go. And I will get another achievement. There we go. 2 achievements in one ride. Very nice. Mobster is an alternative. Yeah. All right. Now do Alp 25 times. I don't know how many times I've already done Alp. Probably check it on Strava, but at least 3 times. Yeah, probably more though. Oh. Dropout. Oh. Okay, well, that was. I don't know why I did that. Oh. Uh. See. That's 5. I feel like it's more, but I don't know. I don't think there's a way to see that, is there? I feel like I've done more. I've definitely done 2 in a row. Like 2 in one go, in one ride. And I did one last week. I did 2 attempts. Before that, like attempts, but I've also done a bunch of Zone 2 trainings on the Alps, so it's definitely more than 5. But maybe it didn't count the workouts or something. I don't know. Victory lap? Yeah, I suppose so. One more. Victory lap. But yeah, I don't know. There's not a way to check it on Zwift, right? But Strava is like, I really dislike Strava because of the constant spam of subscribe to us, subscribe to us, subscribe to us, give us money, give us money, give us money, give us money. I really dislike Strava because of that. They're so obnoxious.
Charge!
Oh my goodness. Hi, Randy. Hi. good, Randy, that we didn't do TT because I've definitely had more than a few dropouts. Welcome in. How is your stream? What did you do today? What's your thing for today? Welcome, everyone. We just finished 2 achievements. We did the 100 kilometers and the 25 laps of Volcano Circuit. So we've been productive. Now we're going for the 160 kilometers. No, I'm kidding. Not. We are not. I was supposed to take it slow. It's sort of, I mean, 150 training stress score. Fine. 150 is good, actually. It's not too bad. Well, actually, hang on. What is my moderate for today? My moderate max for today is 117. Okay. Well, I might. Well, at least I'm. Oh my goodness. What? Aubrey! Holy moly, all of the words today. Hi, Aubrey. Welcome in as well. Hello. Hi, John. Welcome in as well. Usually solved by subscribing. Ew. No. Refuse. Welcome. Welcome back, Aubrey. How's your run? Yeah, no brain. Yeah, okay, so 180 is supposed to be my max today. But I'll take it slow for the next 2 days, okay? I promise. Okay, rephrase, I'll try. The rest day, this run never happened. Okay, sir. Sure. Yep. Didn't happen. Everyone, Aubrey's run didn't happen. Coach, Aubrey's run didn't happen. FYI. Nothing happened. Switched to easy day since you were free. Oh, nice. It was a nice ride. I'm glad. I am glad. The dropouts are still there, unfortunately. It's good that we didn't do the TT today, but I definitely hope that Wahoo will get back to me. Actually, let's see. They already responded. Oh, they did. Yes. Okay. Good. Okay, see. I am not going to update just now, but I do have the option to update now to the beta, which, yes, hopefully that will fix it. But I will do that tomorrow during my recovery ride. This is promising because I've read a lot that this update actually fixed things for a lot of people. So I am glad that they pushed it out to me already. Yes. Okay. Awesome. So hopefully we should be able to. I will keep you posted, Randy, but I'm pretty sure that we'll be able to do the TT on Friday. Oh, I haven't tried without virtual shifting. No. Actually, but I cannot. I removed all of my cables, so I cannot even use. I cannot physically shift, so fortunately. 30 minutes so everything changes to the next week stuff. New to stage 5 race. Oh my god! Yes, let's do a race right now, right? My legs are done for today. You can run in Zwift? Yes, yes you can. You can indeed. Alright, we did the victory lap. That means we are gonna head out as well. We're gonna take all of you watch. Oh, you were wait, when were you going with John? Were you supposed to TT with John on Friday? Or was that like tentative in case my trainer wouldn't be ready? All right. Oh, we have to back up. Okay. Well, get out, John. We're doing dropout queens already. Well, not right now, but on Friday. On Friday, everyone who if you want to like see us TT, I don't think I will be streaming it. However, Randy will probably. That will be on pretty much my my start time on Monday, which is 2 p.m. CEST. That is 1 p.m. BST. That is 8 p.m. Eastern Coast time. I think. That is 5 a.m. California time. That is, well, whatever's in between for other Americans. So that's when we'll do a TT together. That will be a two-person TT. So if you want to watch us suffer, which is what we're gonna do, then follow Randy and make sure to be there. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Oh. Okay. My hamstrings and my glutes are so tired, which means that I am doing things right. That is great. We are gonna go and check out a different person. But who? But who? What are they doing? Wait, are you even is it allowed to just like watch like Tour de France or like because I see that PC Games is broadcasting Tour de France fans, which is fun. I wanna show you all that. Didn't know that was I didn't know that was that you needed like to buy rights for that, so maybe it's not allowed at all. I don't know. We could also like do something else, or like find something else. Don't have another Zwift person that I can send you over to because I don't know the rest. It'll be a Twitch problem if it isn't allowed. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, It's on Peacock, isn't it? Is that NBC? I don't even know. Peacock, NBC. I'm unsure. Could do that though. Definitely fun to see the ladies. So inspired by them. But okay, I'm overthinking things. I'm gonna stop that. It's also because I'm shower and take care of myself. So I am going to send you over to Physique Games, who is broadcasting Tour de France Femme, which is super fun to watch. These are the top of the world ladies in cycling. So if you want to see some hecking strong ladies, then join us in the raid. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. It was a fun ride, 100 kilometers. And 2 achievements even. Next week, I will, next week we'll probably be back into racing because this will probably have been, oh, okay, according to Wahoo, I have done 88.9 kilometers, by the way. But the firmware should be fixed then. But if not, we'll find something else to do. We'll be good. Anyway. Now, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Hanging out for being of comfort in the suffering. It wasn't really suffering though. It was a little bit hard, but it wasn't massive suffering. Luckily, it was fun to do, so I had a good time with it. After only 3 hours, Buchanan. I will at some point I will do the whatever PRL full, I think is the longest route. At some point I will do one of those. Maybe. Maybe. I'll do 3 more hours, you just won't be able to witness it. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go and say hi to Physique. Or at least, yeah, is Physique in the chat? Well, no. Maybe. But we're gonna watch the ladies anyway. Because actually, I think they have 8 more kilometers to go, so they're almost done too. So it's fun to watch the finish. Feel free to join in on the raid with a message or not. Tell you what to do. I met your mom, so thanks for being here. Everyone, have a great day. Have a great night. Have a great rest of your time zone. Thank you very, very much for being here. See each other next time. Bye.